Prepare to pass, Earthlings, for I am the mighty Itchy, and I am the terrifying Knee. And this is our third cousin, Kevin. Okay, where the heck did Kevin go this time?
No, fell off the table.
I know it's fine. It'll grow back eventually. Yeah, give it 3, 2, 1.
Whew. It's like giving birth. And how we do? What's up, ladies?
Ah, great. I think this head's officially dead to us.
You know I can hear you, right?
Now, brother. Let the special one have his moment in the sun. It's the last time he'll allowed to be in a successful movie.
Oh, yeah, right, because this movie is successful.
That's it. I'm ripping it off at the stump.
Maybe they'll cast me as Manda in the sequel or something. That'd be great.
I'll be taking this too.
No, you can't take this movie away from me. No, I need the money. I needs it.
Listen up, Rangers. Look with the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
Wait, my name's Arnaz.
And today I'll be going over the Essays MonsterArts King Ghidorah 2019 from the film Godzilla King of the Monsters. If you guys don't know who this is, from the new film, it came out this year, actually a couple months ago now.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna say it right here, right now, because I know I've had a few people ask me. This isn't my favorite King Ghidorah.
It's definitely my favorite King Ghidorah.
I actually like the Monster Ghidorahs better. Personally, I like Green and Death Ghidorah.
I like the hairy Ghidorah.
Hairy Ghidorah is cool, but I think it's like a cool interpretation of Ghidorah. It's like a really imposing looking Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Especially with like the giant wings and what have you. So glad to get the figure. Also, like, I want to point out that this box is stupid. This box is like an X+.
The box itself is amazing. This is what I want to display a box. When I'm talking about displaying a box, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah, the box is super sweet. Actually, we're just going to get into this. So without further ado, for the packaging, get a nice shot of Ghidorah striking a pose on the front of the package, which, after having handled it slightly, as you guys can see, I'm kind of curious to how they did that. But anyways, you got King Ghidorah, you got the Tamashii stamp of approval here on the bottom with Tamashii Nations Bandai. So you want to make sure, because I know there is possibly going to be a bootleg of this floating around. Really want that sticker. But you also have the MonsterVerse 25th Anniversary Toho Legendary 2019. Inside the package, some Ghidorah. Other side, nice shot of King Ghidorah there as well. Back of the package just shows you all the poses that I'm not sure how you do a lot of those currently. But I'll have to mess around with it a little bit more. A bunch of stuff I can't understand.
You know,
some Ghidorah at the top and some Liga Mumbo Jumbo.
You know, in that one post, Steve, Godzilla is his stand, literally.
Right? I'm tempted. Just so I know, like, there's something here to support him outside of just the stands. But anyways, since we got him open up out of his cardboard prison, let's just get into it. Alright, so first and foremost, we're going to start with King Ghidorah's accessories with its stands. It's it's got a lot of stands. You have
a jock strap, man. What more you want from it?
It does have a jock strap. This is used to help support it at the waist. And then you have 2 of these wing stands, which you also get longer ones, depending on which poses you want to do with it. These shorter ones, which I guess we'll grab King Ghidorah now. Show this off. Kind of have to show it off.
I'll give you one of the wings. The skit for this video is just Steve struggling trying to get him to stand.
Right? I was going to do Kevin and be like, beep, 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 but we got this. Like so, after like 5 minutes of trying to set this up. You can use the smaller stands in order to pose them with the wings slightly down. My only issue is if you have any of this weight directed towards the front of Ghidorah, it's just going to face plant.
Yeah, he will.
Because I got it to sit right now, but...
Oh god, don't do that.
I'm going to wiggle the table a little bit just to show you guys. Like, it's already kind of stressing the stands a lot. So, I almost don't recommend keeping them on the smaller stands unless you're going to have the wings back, like so. Alright, 2 hours later.
The struggle is real, people.
So, yeah. We tried using little stands with both little stands. Had some problems. And a lot of this, I'm just going to let you guys know now, it's finessing, right? And hopefully my audio is going to be all messed up. But, like, this doesn't really fully sit on here, but it kind of sits on there enough just to kind of get things working. But, for the most part, you kind of want... It feels like, to me, you're going to want the wings towards the back for displaying purposes. Like, it's cool that you can kind of pose it a bit, but the problem is it just gets too front heavy. and it wants to faceplant forward. At least with the one I'm messing around with here. I'll try adjusting it. The only thing that's really terrifying about mine in particular, I guess it's holding a little better. Like once you get the stand down here anywhere is where you kind of need it, and a lot of it's just going to be you're going to have to angle these feet outward to give it some added support. Like, it'll work, but it's a lot of tinkering. But for the most part, I feel like with the Ghidorah here, it's going to be like you're going to get in that one pose and call it a day.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if people should even open this box.
And then,
Like, it's kind of cool, but look, as soon as you start putting weight on him in the front, look at that.
yeah, it's a little scary. Like even right now, like that's not even like
There's no purpose for
the
that.
stand's not even doing anything for me. And that's kind of the frustrating thing is no matter what I do, and you know what? I'm actually just going to do a review with the wings off. We'll show you guys the detailing for the wings, but they're, to me, way too terrifying. And this one in particular over here, and I'm just going to move some lighting around. Because with this wing here, I can squeeze it out enough that it gets a little bit of friction. But for the most part,
It's pretty loose.
this side's really loose. This other side was actually fairly stiff, which was kind of nice. But
Yeah, see? That's
for
pretty
the
good.
most part, I don't want to be waving this thing around with the wings in, because these are very sturdy plastic, so any kind of tipping, this will break pretty easy. So,
Wanna take it apart?
yeah, pretty much like it's set up the way it is now. We'll go over the closer details. But anyways, we're closer look at Ghidorah's details, and it's really weird to see a Ghidorah without its wings. Like, can you imagine this thing just coming at you in the middle of the night?
Looks like a horror creature.
Beady, beady, beady. Beady, beady, beady.
If you take his scales off, he looks even weirder.
Right? But anyways, for the sculpt anyways, sculpt is phenomenal in this. You can see here for the neck region here, you get all of his nice diamond plating, you get the little spikes in the back of each of the necks. But the center neck has two segmenting sections, which is different
Yeah.
for a Ghidorah. You also notice, I think the head sculpts are pretty much the same between the three. They look very similar.
I thought one of them was they're all supposed to be different in their own way, right?
Well, like this one's got like the, okay, so this one's got like the little broken horn. This one's a little straighter. This one's got a little bit more of a curve to it.
That does not make difference.
It's enough, I guess. Trying to see, like, yeah, the front of the faces don't really look that much dramatic. But for the eyes, painted very nicely. You get a little bit of yellow and that one little stripe line. Some paint for the teeth. This one's got a little connecting piece for the paint, so that's pretty cool. Pretty easy to come off. I got the paint section in for the inside of the mouth.
Like the heads itself.
Little
is
blue
not
tongues. Yeah, no, like they look good. Like the mouth are articulated, so they can go up and down. The tongue is articulated as well, so you can get that to go up and down if you wanted to. Then the neck, each of these sections are ball joints, so you kind of get a decent amount of posability on them, which is nice to see. Like even the setter head,
You can do stuff with them.
a lot of range of motion, and you don't have to really worry about things popping off. Only real issue I'm seeing is just like it's just one mute color. Like even for the stomach, pretty much one solid color, but you get a little bit of like of this like black or like
Whatever.
brownish fade on the knees and the stomach region.
Is that a bruise, Steve? Who beat him up?
Maybe. Somebody needs to learn about the bag of orange technique. But it would have been nice to maybe see like a little bit of like a black wash over top of some of these detailings just to help highlight some of the featuring. Sculpt,
Amazing. His weak point is his paint job.
yeah, it's just like, it's minimalistic, which, granted, it's King Ghidorah. There isn't, I'm not expecting a whopping range of color variety on it, but like a black wash or something to make some of the detailing stand out, especially in the face region, would have been something nice. Going to the back here, though, very muscular, with his little stubs here, very trademark King Ghidorah. But
It's all in the wings, man.
yeah, I'll grab one of the wings just so you guys can kind of see how it's supposed to look.
And you grabbed the one that falls out, didn't you?
No, actually, this is a solid one.
Oh,
You see? But you get the detailing for the little fingers.
it literally looks like a bat wing.
Yeah, kind of. But you get like, usually with the bat wings, you just have the fingers here because it's like the arm, fingers, and the membrane. But you also get them here, attaching from the body.
But this guy's jacked and needs extra fingers.
That's sort of it, right?
Yeah.
So that he can fly around a bit. But it looks really nice. You get some nice detailing here for the intersection of the membrane for the wing, which looks nice. Turning it around slowly. You get a lot more of that nice like color variety for the wings anyways.
Darker color.
Yeah, we get the darker colorings here around the fingers at least. Looks really nice. And that's like where you get your really nice color contrast. But to me, it just kind of looks like shadowing.
Looks like his wings are bending in.
Yeah, just a bit, and that kind of gives you your variety there. But again, we're going to pop that wing off. But for the chest region here, you get some segmented sections, so you get a little bit different body texturing outside of just having all the diamond plating all the time. For its feet, one thing that's kind of noticeable is that the nails aren't painted. They're done in the same kind of dark tan coloring.
Did you check his eyes? Or are they googly too?
No, they look fine.
You gotta check all 6 of them, Steve.
They look fine. It's hard to even tell if they have a pupil, to be fair.
Well, at least yours did not come out of package broken, so.
Which is fine. But yeah, no paint coloring for the nails. But it still looks nice. So you got 4 toes. A little bit of webbing in between some of the toes. Which is kind of weird because, as we can see, he doesn't fight very well in the water. So why do you need the extra little
that would indicate that he can swim.
membrane there? But whatever. And then for the tail, looks nice too. This one is pretty atypical King Ghidorah, but I do like that they also don't have much paint variety on them either because these were like a little claw bits, so you think they would have been a little bit of a different color. But outside of that, again, Sculpt's nice, but just the paint job, a little bit of a hit and miss. Okay, I want to point out, I actually lied. The nails are actually got a little bit of paint on them. It's just really hard to notice it until like I got it under like a certain lighting. But anyways, for the articulation, we already went over pretty much the head, but get a wide range of motion here.
There's a lot.
Which is what I expect out of my Ghidorah figure. Sadly, nothing at the stomach, waist, which I can appreciate because, oh my god, if this thing had more joints here, it'd be a bit of a problem, especially with the weight of the wings. But for the wings, you can give them to go forward and back. A little bit up and down motion. Up about that far. Down about that far. A little bit up. A little bit down.
Minimal.
No real rotation, but there is a little bit of play here, which is nice. And again, just slot that back out of there. Forward about that far. Backwards about that far. A little rotation at the top. Oh, there's nice little spiky bits on the sides of the legs, too. That's pretty cool. Nice little bend at the knee. Bend at the second knee. Ankle's got a little bit of a pivot to it, but decent range of motion there at the legs. And then for each of the tails, got their own little ball joints too, so they like to pop out a lot, as you can see.
Be careful.
This tail
Not that one again.
is more prone to popping out, but you can get them to go up about that far-ish, and then downwards about that far, and then you can get them to swing to the left and to the right.
His articulation is not bad overall.
Yeah, overall articulation not bad. Just, oh boy, those wings. And for quick comparisons here, we have the SH MonsterArts King Ghidorah from Godzilla King of the Monsters compared next to some of the other largest SH MonsterArts figures that have been released. I wasn't going to say my collection, but I pretty much have all of them. So anyways, with the Biollante and Heisei King Ghidorah. And here is next to some other SH MonsterArts Godzilla figures with the 2019 Godzilla and Shin Godzilla. And here is next to some NECA Godzilla King of the Monsters figures with Godzilla and Mothra. And here is next to some random NECA Kaiju, well, related figures. Anyways, with the Ultimate Striker Eureka and the bootleg Godzilla 2014. I don't know why I want to say 19 something. Moving on. And here is next to some what would probably be the next reviews on the channel with the Gundam Universe figures of Wing Gundam and the RX-78 from the original Gundam series. Actually, RX-78 too, I do believe. Find the box. I am correct. And finally, here it is with some larger Bandai vinyls in my collection of some other versions of Ghidorah, with the Death Ghidorah from Rebirth of Mothra and GMK Ghidorah. So overall, for the Estes Monsters 2019 King Ghidorah, this figure, wow,
It's something else.
God, it's really it's very polarizing for me because it looks cool. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. Then it's got a lot of articulation, which is really something nice to see. And the sculpting is really nice. But paint job, a little bit lackluster. Granted, in the film, he didn't really have that much going on with him to begin with in terms of color variety and such.
Yeah.
But some of the detailing could have been highlighted a little bit better, I feel. My only biggest complaint is the wings. I think the wings should have definitely been made out of different material. Vinyl preferably, just to make it lightweight, and that would have made it easier to pose. You wouldn't have to worry about damaging it as much. And I think that would have been something really nice to see for this figure. Because the way it sits right now, it's more or less like, you might put it in like 1 or 2 poses with the wings, but that's really it. Which is something that's kind of depressing for an articulated figure.
See, my problem is that a lot of people are going to pose this guy, and a lot of people are going to lose pieces to him.
Well, not even lose pieces, you're just going to break something.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, you got to make sure when you pose this guy, he's going to be solid.
And that's almost nearly impossible with his stands.
Yeah, it's pretty much like I said, you can get him in 1-2 poses. That's really about it. And then you can kind of move the heads around a bit, which is neat. But for the price tag, I think could have maybe been a little bit better done. Then even like the vinyl probably would have been cheaper.
Yeah. Well, my overall thing is, yeah, pull him out, mess around with him, put him back in a box. That's how he should be displayed, in the box.
No, it's like you're gonna. I feel like I don't even feel like you should pull them out. You just leave them in the box.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna pull them out like me, you're gonna want to play with them. That's where like the danger starts lying. Well, if you leave him in the box, he looks like the box is great, nice presentation. It's fine.
Like, I get it. You paid a lot of money for this guy. You want to display him outside of the box. Not this guy. No.
So my main recommendation would be if you really, really like King Ghidorah.
Get it.
You get it. You're probably going to get it anyways. There's not much I'm going to really say that's going to change your mind. If you're not that big into MonsterArts, I would maybe wait to see if... I know Hypercell is doing a Ghidorah. That would be a good solid option. Or even if X Plus eventually does one, I would lean towards picking up one of those over this guy. But if you're into MonsterArts line and really like this version of King Ghidorah, then I'd still get this guy.
Or even if you just enjoyed a movie.
If you really like the movie, this is a nice solid option, but at that point, you might want to leave him in the box.
Yeah. Oof.
What do you guys think? If you guys picked up this King Ghidorah, what's your favorite 2019 monster? Show just more your thing. Please let us know in the comments. Those are Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Patreon. If you guys like to help support the channel and keep up to date with it, those are definitely some of the best options. And we also have a teacher shop. And almost defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.